Hello folks, I'm OdinSpack and welcome to day number 3 of Odin's Collection 2017. I don't know why I say that at the beginning, like that, but I do. Yo, check out this PlayStation startup screen. I think this is the first time we've seen the PS1 start screen. Because every time I've done a PS1 game in the past, I never actually had my original PS1. But now I do. So we're going to start it off with Final Fantasy Origins, which I have actually done the second game on this disc before, way back in the past. But I'm doing the first game. This is actually the first game to appear on here. I'm pretty sure that actually has technically already appeared on here before. The NES version actually did appear on here before. But now I'm doing the Origins edition because that's what I got for you today. That's what I randomed on my backloggery random roll. Not to take place of what happened yesterday, but that's a whole nother story. So thought I'd do something a little interesting. I decided to make a party of 4 monks because I thought that'd be kind of fun. Monks have a cool thing where as you get further in the game, they actually get better without equipment. But I'm at the beginning of the game here because I don't have any of my files from when I was younger. I don't know what happened to them. Maybe I cleared my memory cards back in the day. I don't know. I decided to grind to level 2 here just so that we wouldn't start at the very beginning. You have to see me create characters and stuff. I don't even know how this is actually going to go. Am I actually going to get no random encounters? That would have been pretty cool. But no. So I got this, I actually remember getting this, when I got my PS1, what I'm playing on right now, I think the PS2 was out, or just coming out at this point, so I was late to the party, and I never really played the PlayStation much in the past. I think one of our cousins had it, and we borrowed it off them, and I think we played like this pirated version of Final Fantasy VIII, and Breath of Fire 3, that's what I remember from it. But anyway, when I got my PS1, the first game I got was Final Fantasy IX, and then I eventually got Tactics. So big, like PlayStation 1, great for Final Fantasies. You can play almost all, like with the exception of 3, you can play Final Fantasies 1 through 9 on it, which is pretty cool. It's kind of a shame they never brought 3 to it. But anyway, this is the Origins disc I got. I'm going to talk about Origins real fast here. I think it's pretty cool that you can actually turn off. So if you turn all these off, this is how Final Fantasy 1 was on the NES. So they actually added in stuff like, I don't mind having dash on, that's pretty cool. And you actually couldn't use life or cure petrify in battle. I mean, that doesn't really matter right now. And then auto target, you would attack targets that weren't there if you didn't click on them, or as opposed to nowadays where it just like targets something that's there. That's a cool feature, like that they fixed that in this one. So it's nice. This is a good version to play. If this is your first time, you still want the classic experience, but you want it like a little hand holding, like then this makes it more reasonable. But you know, I'm old school, so I'm gonna turn that off because why not? Button info. I mean, this doesn't really matter. I mean, I'll turn it on. It just tells you stuff. Oh, did I didn't confirm. Okay. But anyway, it's pretty cool. Like you got collections here too. You can look at like the bestiary and you got some art gallery stuff here. Anyway. I'm not going to go over that. So I got this game originally on Easter. And what's funny is even though this is the very first, this disc, Final Fantasy Origins, was the very first release of Final Fantasy II, I barely even touched Final Fantasy II because I really wanted to play through Final Fantasy 1 again with all these updated graphics. Because at the time, it was my favorite Final Fantasy game. Also, he doesn't say "I Garland shall knock you all down," which is pretty lame. But I always thought I thought it was really cool that they added a whole bunch of like they have boss music now. The graphics are all nice. Like, man, I remember the first time playing this, it was so cool. Like, oh my god. Like, I really love Final Fantasy 1, but I think this is probably the best version to play for sure. I'm making hand motions like you're gonna see them. I honestly think this is the best version of Final Fantasy to play. Because the Game Boy Advance version, while it does have extra stuff, the difficulty is just toned right down. Like, you have, like, magic points as opposed to having, like, X amount of casts before you have to, like, go back and heal. So like there's some strategy for sure. Whereas those ones there was like Phoenix Downs and Ethers and like this one is just like classic old school. It's hard, but it's not unreasonable. It's grindy, which I don't mind because I don't know, like something about Final Fantasy 1, I can just grind. I can grind, no big deal. I'm fine with it. And they added in some like forced story stuff too, which isn't bad. Because I guess maybe they couldn't really do that stuff on the NES. Well, I think they could, but they just didn't. But anyway, I think it's pretty cool that like they just did all this stuff. It's just really nice. I really like it. I'm a big fan. I'm a pretty big fan of the game. I'm sorry, you probably heard some noise there. I'm trying to make it sound a little better because I'm realizing I'm kind of a bit quiet here. So, but anyway, yeah, I thought I'd do 4 monks because I thought that'd be fun. I never usually even play with the monk class, or black belt as it's called in the original game. Oh, we're gonna get a little cutscene of the bridge being rebuilt. See, this is pretty cool, right? Like, this is the kind of stuff that wasn't in the original game. And what's cool is you actually see the bridge here, but like after it's finished, when you walk over it, like it doesn't show. You don't get to actually see this area, which would be cool. I don't know why they didn't do that. Like, it would have been neat if you actually got to see the bridge, like when you walked across it, but you don't. You don't. You don't get to. But anyway, it looks all nice too. Like, it'd be cool if you can go in those little towers on the sides there. You know, maybe there's some guards or something in there, being like, "Good luck to you." They could have added in all this extra stuff. They didn't. They didn't. But I mean, I do appreciate the changes that were made for this game. It's just nice. It's just really nice. I really like it. It's a good. If you're gonna play Final Fantasy 1. If you can get your hands on this version, this is the version to play, in my opinion. I mean, you could also play the original one too. I mean, technically it's the same. I think it might be a little more cryptic. This one definitely helps you out a bit on like where to go. A little more. I mean, a little more. Not a whole. Pretty much just at the beginning here. Everything else you kind of have to figure out on your own. Do I want to do this? I guess so. How far are we in already? 7 minutes already? No, we even recording? Yeah, we are. We're recording. Okay. That's good. That's good. Why does this seem so quiet? I don't know. It just seems really quiet. Hopefully it's not that quiet in editing. I'm gonna turn it up a bit more here. That's probably not a good thing to do, like, while I'm going here. But maybe I'm just being really quiet, too. Should I have bought more potions? I mean, probably, but I think there's some new equips in the next town. I don't even know if I can even use the equips in the next town. The monks can't wear much, but like I said, you don't actually need to. Also, I just realized we got no encounters in the Temple of Chaos. There is some treasure chests in there. You can get like a leather cap in there. I don't know, it might be called leather helmet in this game, I'm not sure. Yeah, but I just skipped it. Whatever. It's 1 defense. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. The thing I find with the original Final Fantasy games is like the mages and like basically anything that's not the fighter class or warrior or like the thief class, and to an extent red mage, they don't really get a lot of equips. There's not much for them to wear. The armor shop is pretty much for those first 3 classes. The monk, white mage, and black mage, they ain't wearing much. They ain't wearing much. Also, what a great song. It's a fantastic remix in this game. And I like how they even, like, this picture is originally from the NES version. I mean, like, this particular image wasn't, but like they took the exact same image of them like looking on the hill here, over at the castle, which I don't really understand why. Like, they're on a bridge right now, I thought. They're not on a hill, but they're on a hill here. I never really thought about that. Well, oh well. Hindsight is 2020. Does it even make sense here? I don't know. I'm not really planning to do much in this video. This is actually a game I would love to do a Let's Play of. It's not a particularly long RPG. And like, I'm just such a big fan of Final Fantasy, and like, this would be an easy cakewalk for me. I think. I think. And I'd probably do like a fun little challenge like this, where I'd do like 4 monks or something like that. I don't think I've ever done a playthrough where I haven't used a fighter or a warrior. So I think if I ever did do that, if I ever did do a Let's Play, then that would be at least one of the challenges for myself. Because like I said, they can wear like every piece of equipment, pretty much. And like, they're like the best class. Like, honestly, they do the most damage. They barely take damage. Eventually they get, like, healing magic. Like, they're pretty good. they're pee good. Alright? Okay, this ain't good. This is actually a pretty hard enemy right now. So, yeah, like I'm saying, like, see how I'm getting like 15 and 20 damage right now? Like, warrior class getting hit that, it'd be like 1, 2, like, even at the beginning here, like right now we have like this leather armor. Wow, really? That's how much this heals? Oh, it's like randomish. So like this gives us like 4 defense right now. What do we have without it? 2? And like I said, you get defense as a monk if you're naked, but that's dependent on your level. It's equal to your level. So if you were level 5, oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Oof, this might be bad. We might just game over right now. Oh man, this is... Okay, we gotta kill this Gygus worm here. Oof. Oof! This might be bad. Oh, you're dead, Vegeta. Oof. Oh man. Oh yeah, right, I took off that. Okay, well Trunks, you're gonna try to heal yourself, I guess, here. I guess the ogre has like... Why are we fighting these right now? This isn't... You're not supposed to fight these things till like the elf continent, which is like the next one. Oh man. Oof. Remember I was saying this was easy mode? Yeah, maybe not. Oh man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I should have ran, guys. I should have just ran. I was going to. We're Yamcha and Trunks here. They're gonna get tons of experience. They live here. Oh man. Oh yeah, they're leveling up. They're leveling up. Guaranteed. All right. Well, let's try to get back. Yo, we're gonna get into another fight with one of those Gygus worms, and we're done. Them creeps. Okay, I think we should be good here. It's probably just goblins now. Yeah. Although, they might even kill us, actually. Well, they might kill Trunks. Yeah, he's dead. Well, this is weird, eh? If you're a DBZ fan, this is like some unheard of stuff right here. The lone survivor, Yamcha. This is ironic, I think. I should just be running at this point. This is hilarious. This is why I never do a 4-monk playthrough. This is like I said, this is why you have a fighter. That's why you have a motorcycle. See, the thing is, I never usually level grind past like once I beat Garland, like I'm level 2 and I just go and I'm fine. Like there's never an issue whatsoever. Okay, I'm running. This is ridiculous now. Man, if I die to these goblins right now, I feel pretty bad. Yo, Trunks got killed by a goblin. Okay. Oof. Pretty rough, guys. Alright. I should finish this playthrough. I mean, like, not on here. Unless you guys want to see the adventure of the Z fighters in Final Fantasy. I was actually going to try to not bring it up the entire time, but I guess with that, I had no choice. I was just gonna try to bring up, like, or not bring up the fact, like, nope, wait, what? Their names are fine, what's the problem? But actually, there's not a whole lot more for me to say. Did I say I got this on Easter? Did we even talk about that? Yeah, I got a lot of Final Fantasy stuff towards the beginning of this console. I want to say like those were my first few games. Like Final Fantasy IX was for sure my first, and then Tactics. Origins might have been the next one. I'm not sure though. Tony Hawk 4 might have been. I think I've already done an Odin's collection of that. Yeah, I definitely have. But oof, that was terrible. Oh yeah, they added in those old guys over there. They give you like some hints. That wasn't in the original game. You couldn't actually go in the buildings in the original game. I mean, like, you did, but it wasn't like you could walk around in them. It was just a static screen of the shop that you were in. So if it was the inn, it was just like, did you want to sleep? Okay. Like, there was none of this moving around. So it definitely gives you the best of like the new and old Final Fantasy experience. But anyway, yo, Yamcha, apparently MVP of the team. Clearly. Wow, that's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Of course, someone's gonna tell me some like story arc, like, "Yo, don't remember the time when Yamcha actually lived and then everyone else died?" Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I don't really got much more. A big recommendation, like I said, for this game. Honestly, if you're gonna play Final Fantasy 1, like in any form, that's fine with me too. I think you should. It's good to see where the series started. Some people will be like, the NES one is dated. And I mean, it probably is. But like, I just have such a fond, nostalgic feeling for it. And like I said, it at one time was my favorite Final Fantasy game. So, I mean, it's not now. That goes to 4. But at one time it was. But I still love it. It's still a great game. So, alright, that's it for me. I'll see you tomorrow for Odin's collection. So until then, take care and goodbye.